Hello everybody and welcome into another video. We're going to be talking about the Walther P22 LR, a 22 caliber pistol here, and why I think it's the ideal carry if you're a woman in today's world. Stay tuned. And if you are new to the channel, let me officially welcome you in, ask you to take a moment, please subscribe. I have a interesting variety channel. You can see my wall of sound. I do vintage audio restorations, vacuum tube and solid state, as well as metal detecting, cooking, travel, well, all kinds of adventures. I would love you to be a part of it. So please subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. Now, I have recently been approved for my concealed carry permit in Sonoma County in California. I have been a gun owner and shooter since, 1979, and that's a long time. And it's only recently when the Supreme Court opened up made a little more clarification that the right to bear arms shall not be infringed. The concealed carry permit started to be issued here in Sonoma County, and it leaves the question, what would you carry if you're a woman and you need protection? Well, I have three principal pieces. The Beretta 92 FS that I've had for about 8 years. Beautiful, well-made Italian piece. I have a Glock 19, just indestructible, and just give it anything, it'll fire away. And lastly, I wanted something that was a little smaller and a little easier to conceal, and I bought a Walther P22 LR. And the reason I bought it was because of the small size, the lightweight, and the good balance. So I want to talk about a few things that make this a great carry piece for women that may not have strength and may not want to tote around a cannon in their pocket. And that's a very important part of the whole aspect of defending oneself. When it comes to firearms, and particularly things like handgun pistols, revolvers, there's people that will automatically gravitate to the feeling that a bigger caliber bullet is the answer to solving the problems. But the problem with that is, with the bigger caliber comes a little bit harder gun control when you're trying to control recoil and things like that, particularly if you're not a really experienced shooter. And the result of that is, if you have a 45 or even some 9mm, 40s, when they fire, they're going to automatically give you a bit of a jerk back here with the recoil. And then you need to get back on target. And again, the gun's going to do something like this. Well, in that trying to recite, you lose accuracy. And the reason I wanted the P22 was because the amount of recoil on this with the 22 is virtually negligible, which means that the gun is hardly moving. After, during and after the shoots, the recovery is very good. And if you have the push-pull, right, isometric push-pull for stability, you're going to really be amazed at how you can get on target again really quick, or not even lose target. What's the result of all this? What am I talking about? Are you going to put your bullet where it needs to be to do the job, center mass, if God forbid that you get in a situation where you get into a firefight, something like that? And if you're bouncing and you're not hard enough with your heart pumping and your mind racing to get bullets on target, but you can imagine when you're trying to recover, firing a big piece, safety on, all kinds of issues. Oh my God, this thing is so much to wield and carry. Okay, because when I went out to qualify, I qualified on all three of my handguns very easily with good targeting. But this Walther P22, everything was tight and center with no loss of targeting on recovery. That's why I think it's such a good thing. Yes, you're going to sacrifice stopping power and things like that, but you also have the chance that somebody's going to turn tail and, oh, geez, because this thing, let's face it, this looks like a real gun, which it is. Okay, it doesn't look like a toy. It doesn't look like a little plinker. It's a really, really nice piece. And accuracy, for me, you may feel different about it, but accuracy for me means putting lead on center mass and nowhere else. So if I need to achieve that and I need to make sure everything's there, yeah, I might have penetrating issues and something like that, but if I'm on a 40 or 45, I may totally miss the target, deplete my magazine, be at the mercy of the bad guy, be disarmed, be potentially clubbed over the head with my weapon, or worse. Okay, it's not going to be a good situation. So for me, accuracy, 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 accuracy is my number one thing. Okay, so that's why I love this, because it's been demonstrated to me through use of hundreds of rounds that this is for me is an ideal carry piece. Not so much about the fire stopping power, but about the on-target performance of this piece. It's light. It's very ergonomically balanced here. It feels comfortable in the hand. It doesn't feel like it weighs me down. It's an easier piece to conceal with its relatively shorter barrel, and the whole print of the gun here is much smaller. So I can carry this with more, I think, less worry about whether my concealment gets blown or something like that, God forbid, or, you know, I'm in a situation where suddenly I'm known to be carrying a weapon when it's supposed to be concealed. I want something small. All right. Are there any downsides? Well, let's finish with the upside. Easy to use. Magazines are very easy to load. That's a little spring there on it. I just found it like a dream to load these up and put them in. The bullets here, just a breeze to put in. Some of the things that I did not like, if you look on here, most handguns are going to have the magazine drop somewhere there. Up here, you actually have to, and this is when you have a small hand, you actually have to come up here behind in the trigger guard area. And I don't like that too much, and you have to push that down, and that ejects the magazine. So it's kind of a kooky little thing. I'm not enamored. Anything that makes you work around the trigger area, I'm nervous. But this does have a nice safety here. S and F for fire, which is fantastic. And I love that I have that additional amount of safety when I holster it to put the safety on and be able to not worry about issues of misfire and all that. So it's a very easy gun to carry. It's very lightweight, and it is incredibly accurate. So I think for women especially, it's an ideal carry piece in purses, on a holster or something. I think this is just a great piece. It makes a statement if the time comes when you ever feel like that the threat is imminent. Right, this is enough of a look to this gun to really make people think twice about, I think I'd probably turn tail and run if I saw this, coming out and getting ready to do the job. So I just like the piece a lot. I think it's an ideal carry weapon for women, and I think it performs very well with an extremely high degree of accuracy. Well, there's my review. I picked up a couple, comes with 2 issue magazines. I did pick up another, I'd like to have 3 to carry. 2 extras as well as the one within the gun. And I'm excited. I think this is going to be my principal carry piece going forward, just because of the lightweight size of it and the ability to kind of make a statement if need be. So, okay, I hope you derived some benefit from that, and always make sure that you avail yourself of weapons training, particularly using weapons in a safe manner, storing them in a safe manner, transporting them and using them in compliance with all state and federal laws. This is a very critical aspect today, particularly. And the CCW sometimes complicates things with state to state and other issues and things like that. So that's my disclaimer. You're on your own in terms of the legal and technical aspects of gun ownership. But I can tell you from performance, that is a great gun, particularly for women. Okay, cost less than $400, right? Excellent. So I'm very excited about that. Go check it out. Go to a range where you can try a lot of different handguns and find one that feels comfortable for you. Do some shooting with 4, 5, 6 of them and determine what's going to get you on target with the greatest accuracy, because at the end of the day, accuracy is all that matters. Because if you have a cannon but you can't put it where it needs to be, it's as useless as a pea shooter, right? I hope you've enjoyed the video. Once again, if you are not subscribed here, please subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications, and join a really fun channel here. Thumbs up are appreciated. Thanks, everybody.